The County of San Bernardino, California is proud to support this program and encourages everyone to recycle, reduce, and reuse every day.
I'm Joel Green, the host of Curiosity Quest Goes Green. And on this episode, we're going to find out where all the green waste is going. Come on, let's check it out. There's nothing like the smell of fresh cut grass and nature in the morning. I'm Joel Green and welcome to Curiosity Quest Goes Green, the show that explores what you're curious about. Well, today our quest letter comes to us from Wade in Fontana. And Wade wrote, "Dear Joel, I'm curious, what happens to all the green grass after the lawns are cut and the trimmings and the bushes are put into the green waste cans?" Well, Wade, that's something I've always wondered about myself. So today we're going to find out, is the green recyclable? Join me on today's Curiosity Quest. In all the episodes of Curiosity Quest we've done, we have our first returning co-host. I'm here with Richard Crockett from Burrtec. How's it going, man?
Good. How are you, Joel?
Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
I brought my PPEs with me.
Of course, excellent.
All right.
Be safe.
Yeah. All right, so Richard, when we visited the West Valley MRF with you and you took us through, how they separate the bottles, the cans, the plastics, the paper, we didn't talk about green waste. And so what is green waste?
Products that you don't want to throw into your regular trash, like dirt and refuse, like organic type refuse. You don't want to throw it away.
The vegetables you cut up in the kitchen, the green stuff like the lettuce and stuff, and the pieces you don't want, you just throw them. That's what green waste is. You just throw it in the trash.
It's like, grass and leaves and stuff that have been cut off from the ground or from a bush or whatever that you throw away.
Waste that's green. It's like leaves and grass and dirt mixed together.
It's waste.
Green waste is the material that we generate at our houses and our homes that we put in our green container. It contains grass, leaves, brush, yard trimmings, and so forth. It's organic matter that we need to conserve and reuse, and that's what we're doing here at our facility today.
Fun fact, fun fact, fun fact. Here's your fun fact. About 1/3 of the average household bin is filled with green waste.
What does organic mean?
Recycling and reusing stuff. Healthy for you to eat.
You put them in, you throw them in the ground, and I guess you put special things on them to make them come out good.
Naturally grown and stuff.
Means that it's grown without any pesticides, safe. I don't know, but it has something to do with science.
Like healthy.
Anything that can be decomposing type products, like your dog's doo-doo.
Okay, when you say organic, is it just something from Earth? I mean, how do we define organic?
Something that's growing alive.
Okay.
Organic, yes.
So pretty much green waste is trees, bushes, grass.
Exactly.
Everything growing, huh? Everything behind us here, huh?
Yes, that's correct.
All right, so now what does it look like when it gets to you? I mean, obviously people cut their grasses and they throw it in the bins. What happens? How does it get to you and what does it look like?
Basically, it's collected at the curbside in an automated collection truck. Just like a recycling truck or a trash truck. They go around to the communities and the residential areas and collect the curbside green waste, bring it here and deposit here in the piles behind us, and we process it into product for reuse.
Okay. Now, is this the only way of collecting it, by throwing it in your green recycle bins?
No, actually, we get a lot of customers that come to us directly. They'll load up their pickup trucks or their commercial vehicles, and they'll bring it to us, and we'll receive it here and process it into good materials.
Okay. How many I guess they're not trash trucks, they'd be green trucks. How many of these trucks do you get dumping in a week or in a day? Or?
You know, I don't know the exact vehicle count, but at this facility we're getting about 500 to 600 tons of green material every day.
Wow, that seems like a lot.
Yes.
Seems like an awful lot. Like this would be, I don't know, what do you think, a couple tons?
This is probably 15, 20 tons right behind us right now.
15, 20 tons?
Yes.
Wow. And this big old thing that's working behind it, really cool thing right here, it's loading it where?
Into a grinder. That's an excavator right there. You see the long arm and the grapple bucket there, and it's grabbing it and running it through a grinder to basically take it from its large size, and you can see it's in branches and twigs and so forth, and break it down to a very small size to where we can further process it into other products.
So we're gonna see all this thing here today, right?
That's right.
All right, let's go check it out.
Okay, cool.
In addition to people bringing it here in the back of their trucks, it's also coming on your big trucks. Describe that process.
Well, we have automated containers at our residential customers, and they put them out at the curbside, and we collect them in the automated trucks and deliver it here.
I know I have a black container for my trash,
correct,
a blue one for my recyclables, and then I have a green one, and that's what I should be putting all my green waste in.
Yes, that's correct.
Now, what obviously any organic. So what can I mean, I'm putting in bushes, I'm putting in green grass. What all goes in there?
Leaves, pine needles, shrubs, anything that comes from your yard that we can, again, process into an organic product to be reused.
Now, what about all this wood right here? Should this wood be going in my green can?
You can put a little bit of that in your green can. Here at this facility, we do accept green waste, but we also accept wood waste. Okay. And this becomes a product, or mixed in with our material becomes part of our product that we market.
So I can put wood in here, and obviously, like you said, leaves and anything. Is there anything I should not be putting in my green waste can?
Trash, basically. We do find some folks get a little bit too aggressive and they throw trash into their green waste container, and then we have the responsibility of cleaning that out.
I remember when we were at the MRF, you kept saying that people, like you said, are overly aggressive recyclers,
yes,
and they put trash in the recycle bins.
Sometimes, yes.
So you have the same thing that happens in the green waste.
That's correct, yes.
People put their trash in green waste?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, huh? Now, how do you get that out?
Well, we have folks here on the floor that look for the trash and try to pull it out manually by hand, and we have a sort line over on the other side that we'll use to process the curbside material through, and we'll have folks up there sorting out the trash from the green waste.
This is great for people to see, because if you're sticking trash inside your green waste, somebody's going to be here picking it out by hand, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Or on the sort line.
Yes.
So keep the trash out of the green.
Keep the trash out. Put the trash in the black bin.
All right. So they're taking all the stuff out, unloading it. Where does it go from here?
At this point, it'll be cleaned on the floor and be pushed up into a main pile, and then we'll run it through a wood hog grinder, which will size it down to about a 4 to 6 inch minus product.
Okay. All right. So before we do that, I've got to do a little cleaning here, huh?
That's correct.
All right. So this isn't green waste.
That is correct. I remember from last time how much you like to work on the sort line, so since you're here, I got some gloves for you.
You also remember that I took a break like every minute, right?
Yeah, I do remember that.
All right, so I'm pulling out.
You'll do fine.
I'll do fine, huh? I noticed you don't have any gloves. You're supervising, huh?
Yeah, today, yes.
So I'm pulling out all this, this inert stuff?
That's inert materials. Actually, specifically, is brick and concrete.
And should not put.
That is inorganic.
Inorganic.
It won't break down, it won't compost, won't add much or any nutritional value to the soil.
Nutritional value, huh? All right.
Faster, Joel, you got to go through this whole pile.
This whole pile?
It's only about 200 tons.
200 tons?
We got all day.
What's this wee stuff? After your grass is cut, what happens to the grass?
It goes in the recyclable, the black bin for the grass.
Just, brush it up and throw it to the side.
Well, our yard isn't that big, so I just let it sit in the bag until the next time I cut the grass.
Well, you could just leave it there and then tell your mom that you raked it up and put it in a recycling bin.
Put it in a bin and we wait for the trash people to come get it.
It's cut down and it turns brown.
You put it into green waste.
Well, you could take the grass and place it in your green trash can to send it for ecology, or you can recycle it through like a compost pile, so you can use that for your gardening.
Can you believe somebody was going to throw this away? Richard, what's with all the wood out here?
Well, we recycle wood here as well.
Now, why are you recycling wood with green?
It's organic. It adds value to the material that we sell. We, as you can see, we stockpile this material. We got folks around here cleaning it, and then we'll run it through a wood grinder, and we'll size it down to a small fraction. We'll mix it with the green waste that we saw on the other side, and it becomes soil amendments and mulches and cover materials, biomass fuel, many products.
So the wood is an important process in the green waste recycling stream, then,
That's right.
All right, so that's why people are throwing this stuff away, huh?
That's it.
All right, so I'm looking at all this big old huge pot. Now, what is all this dead stumps and stuff?
Those are dead stumps and stuff.
That's what I said. Dead stumps and stuff. Now, where do something like this come from? A person's backyard?
A person's backyard, and they brought them to us, and we have the task of recycling them.
Recycle them. Now,
it's a tough job.
Is this considered organic even though it's dead?
Yes, it is.
So it was alive at one point?
Yep.
Okay. Now, when you get stumps that are this large, do you cut them before they go into the grinder, or you just stick them in there?
No, some of these we may not be able to grind.
Really? Because they're that big?
They're too big.
Wow. What do you do with them at that point?
They may have to be landfilled.
Landfilled?
Yes.
Now, that's a question. Let's get to that right now. If we weren't throwing our green waste in our green cans, or if people weren't bringing it here, where would it all go?
To the landfill.
To the landfill?
Yes.
So instead of filling up our landfills, all we have to do is give it to you.
That's right.
So that you can turn it into other products.
That's it.
All right, let's keep going.
Cool.
All right, so what's this big machine back here that's picking up stuff and putting it in the grinder?
That's called an excavator.
An excavator, huh? So all the bushes and the leaves and everything are being stuck in the grinder now, huh?
Yes, that's it.
Well, now I see you guys brought out my yellow Volvo box here.
Yes.
That's very nice of you. Thank you.
Yeah, but your producer said you can't have it.
What?
You can't have that.
What do you mean my producer says I can't have it? Hey,
You can't have it. That's actually sound.
Oh, that was my box! Oh, well, that's not very. I'm gonna get it now. It's still in good shape. So.
Stand back to him.
No, wait, please don't. No! Oh. Oh. So you're just gonna grind it with everything else, huh?
Say goodbye.
Say goodbye. Oh, look at that. Oh, there it goes. Oh, that's not good. That's not good for anything. Oh, it's stuck. Oh, see, it doesn't want to go.
Uh-oh. He's opening his mouth.
No, it's not opening its mouth. It does not want to go. Oh,
It's gonna go.
it's gonna go.
He's trying to push the tail end down a little bit.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. All right, so box is gone, and it'll be mixed with all of this right here.
Yes.
What is a trammel screen?
Where do you come up with these questions?
It's a giant screen that's been used by newspaper.
Something you use to watch something else.
Sounds like a screen that blocks the grass from getting all over the yard.
Something that keeps bugs away from plants.
Something you step on, like trammel.
I have no clue.
I don't know. It could be to separate the materials.
All right, so this is, and this big old was that called a trammel screen?
Trammel screen.
Trammel trammel
or
screen?
a rotary screen.
What's a trammel screen or a rotary screen? All right. Now, what is that doing besides mixing it up?
As you say, it's mixing the material, but basically it is removing the very small fraction. So it's getting most of the leaves, pretty much all the grass out of the way, and it's properly sized for further use. This material, as you can see, is going in front of us, is large in nature, branches and twigs and so forth. This is where, unfortunately, most of the trash resides, but then also it has to be sized. So this material will go through a wood hog grinder.
Okay, so you're not taking this and throwing it away.
No, by no means.
It's just what's coming out of there is the smaller pieces.
That's correct.
And all this is just falling off the end.
Falling off the end on the ground, we'll make a big pile of it. The excavator will grab it and run it through the machine.
All right, so as usual, break time.
Okay.
Fun fact, fun fact, fun fact. Here's your fun fact. When green waste decomposes or rots in a landfill, it produces methane, which is a dangerous greenhouse gas.
Now, Richard, all this stuff that came off the line.
Well, this came off of, remember, the trammel screen. This is the small material. It's already sized. This stuff is ready to go out and be used as a product. This is what we use for what we call agricultural land application. We'll take this material in its present form, transport it down to some farms. Groves and berry farmers will take this and they'll either spread it or broadcast it at the base of the trees or the vines. In the case of like blueberries, we'll take it and spread it across fields, and they'll till it into the soil and get that organic matter in there, start breaking down, the microbes go to work, and provide good nutrients for the plants to grow and be healthy.
You know, one of the observations that's easy to make is it's not green anymore. What's happening to the green?
Well, basically, as it starts to break down, and that happens in our green containers at our curb. If you've ever noticed, once you put your green waste in, a few days you take it out to the curbside and you open it up and it's like, whoa, something's already starting in there.
Yeah.
Basically, the decomposition process has already begun. And what happens is when green material comes in and it's already started that process, it'll start to turn brown. That's where most of our products, they may look green when they come in, but they start to turn brown because it's starting to break down already.
How long will it take for dead grass to turn color?
Dead grass? Why would you want it to turn color? It's already dead.
About a month.
A week, I would say.
I don't know. We've been watering our grass forever and it's still dead. So
About a week and a half.
Probably 2 days, 2-3 days. If it's hot weather, it depends on the type of weather.
Anywhere from a couple of weeks to a couple of months.
It starts within hours. You mow your lawn, put it in a plastic bag, close it up, and come back 6 hours later. You'll feel the heat coming out of it, moisture coming out of it. Stuff is already starting to happen.
All right, so now what happens to all this material then?
This material gets further screened. Basically, we size it into a 2-inch minus fraction, which is going on the other side of that screen there. And then this larger fraction here, which will be used as a biomass fuel.
So this isn't a product just yet?
Not yet. It gets further processed.
Okay. And then...
Which we made into 4 other products.
And 4 other products?
4 other products.
Wow. All right, one product is...
Soil amendment.
Soil amendment.
One is a blended landscaping mulch.
Okay.
Another one is a cover mulch.
All right.
And the 4th product is the biomass fuel.
The biomass fuel. Yes. All right, so this coming off right here. Can we walk over here? Phew, wind. All right, so this right here.
That material right there, it's almost ready to be used as biomass fuel. It's a little bit too large in size. We will regrind this down to about a 4-inch minus product.
When you say a 4-inch bio, what do you mean? What are you saying?
Well, when I'm saying 4-inch minus, that means most, if not all, the particles or all the objects in here are going to be 4 inches or smaller. Okay?
Okay.
You can see there's a lot of products in here that are very small in nature, but these large ones need to be further sized down. That's why we have to regrind it to make it small enough to be usable as a biomass fuel.
So 4 inches is about half that.
About half of that.
About
exactly.
half that.
So
Okay.
we will do what we call a regrind or a double grind.
All right. So it's not like you're going to throw this away. You're just going to keep making it smaller.
That's it.
All right.
That's
and
it.
the biomass fuel for like
fuel. They'll
electricity and what?
Boil water, generate steam, turn a turbine, make electricity.
Wow. All right. This pile's moving on. So
It is.
get
It's
out of the
gonna
way.
fall on top of us. This is the screen under, so it's going to have, and it's sized to that 2-inch minus. So it's about nominal 2 inches, the particles in there, and smaller. And it's what we call a blend. So that it has the woody fraction and kind of the greener fraction in there that we sell to folks that will use this in blower trucks and other lower landscaping.
All right. Well, it's amazing. The wind's kicked up on us.
Yes.
Looks like a beautiful dust storm back there.
Yeah.
Wow. We're on the other side of it. Thank goodness.
At this point. Yes.
All right. So now this 2-inch minus right here.
Yep.
So it's obviously a lot smaller than what we were looking at.
That's correct. It's got some sizable wood in here for some structure, but it'll have some of the organic mass in there. And again, this is good for get a topping, blower trucks. Like if you notice on the side of the freeways, they'll blow the sides of the freeways with the material to start their plantings and start their landscaping jobs.
Wow, it's amazing because it seems like every time you grind, there's an application or there's a use for that grind.
Yeah, we try to find as many uses as we can for the material.
Wow, and it all started off as bushes and grass?
Grass and pieces of lumber.
Now, will it get smaller?
It will get a little bit smaller.
All right, let's follow it.
Okay. Okay, we're at the last screen of the process here, where we further size down the material to about a 1/2 inch minus material.
So this is what, the over screen or
this is the unders?
The unders.
The unders, so a very small fraction. This is what we call our soil amendment.
What do soil amendments do?
Reuse the earth.
Makes things grow.
Sounds like it helps make the plants grow and keep them greener, like the grass greener and stuff.
It helps grass, trees, flowers grow.
Because
it's fertilizer.
Help fertilize the grass.
Well, I'm not sure. Is there such a thing as a soil document? A special way you're supposed to grow things and stuff like that? I don't know.
Help the flowers or grass or whatever you're growing grow.
So basically, this is a product where you would take and put it on your soil, kind of till it in a little bit, try to get it within the first 6 inches or so of the surface there, and the microbes in the soil and in the product here will start to break it down, decompose it, and release all the nutrients. So the plants that you are planting will eat it, enjoy it, and grow healthy.
Grow healthy. And then on the other side right here, what's on the other side? The
That's the overs, and it's the larger fraction. And that right there, and actually that's a little bit brushy, it's more this product right here.
Okay.
This is basically a ground cover. This is what you'd spread across the top of the ground to suppress weeds, improve the water saturation in the soil, conserve the water, and so forth.
Richard, I noticed that in some of these piles around here, there's a lot of steam coming out of them. What is that?
That's the microorganisms starting to break down the organic matter, and as they do that, they create heat. And that's that heat coming off of the pile.
So inside each one of the piles are really hot?
They can be.
Yeah.
Want to go look?
Yeah, I guess, sure. I stick my hand in here?
Yeah, you might find some heat. Actually, it's there. Here, take your glove off.
Take my glove. I don't know, it's dirty.
Come on.
Oh, wow.
Feel it.
Holy, oh my goodness.
That's actually kind of hot.
Oh my goodness.
That is probably 130, 140 degrees.
130, 140 degrees.
Yep.
Wow, and this is just it cooking, huh?
It's just it cooking, exactly.
Woo! Now, what is compost? I hear compost a lot, the term.
Yes. Compost is organic matter that has gone through this cooking process and basically gone through it long enough to where all the pathogens, all the seeds, and all the structure has broken down to a very small particle. As you can see, there's still a lot of brush in here. We don't compost it down to compost product itself.
What does compost product itself look like?
It's going to look like coffee grounds.
Oh, really? This will become coffee grounds?
If you cook it long enough. Well, it'll look like coffee grounds, yes.
Wow, okay, interesting.
Yeah.
It's amazing. We can turn this into this. Once again, I want to thank Burrtec and Richard and everyone out here, and I especially want to thank you, Wade, for sending us on today's Curiosity Quest. If there's something that you're curious about, you got to let me know. Go to kvcr.org, click on the Curiosity Quest link, and simply tell me what you're curious about. And who knows, it could be you that sends us on our next great green quest. Well, remember, this is our planet, and it's our responsibility to take care of it. So I'm curious, have you gone green? I'm Joel Green, and I'll see you next time.
Material is mixed together and it's ground like we saw a moment ago. There's my cell phone.
That's your cell phone. What's it going on for?
I guess someone needs me. Stop.
All right, please hold.